game winner. Last time we were here in Boston, able to shoot it. Let's work over to the far side for Ryan O'Reilly, top scorer in this series. O'Reilly chips it in. Zach Sanford is still up there. Left wing position to the second line for Craig Berube. Dumped along the near boards. Trying to clear it out with Pasternak. Bouncing puck. Good work by Pat Maroon. Up against Brandon Carlo. Rolls over the far corner. Jammed up the boards by Krug. Brad Marchand after a 2-point effort in game 6. Pasternak pumps it off the wall. Joel Edmondson with a quick up to the left wing for Sammy Blais. Blais spins it in. Maroon missed it behind the net. DeBrusk, another player whose game has picked up in these last 3 or 4 games. Matt Grizzly is knocked into the neutral zone. He's backed up by Jake DeBrusk as they slide across. Bruins trying to advance the puck, and it is DeBrusk. Charges it down the left wing. Got knocked off stride. Off the dasher by Pietrangelo, and out the center ice for Jaden Schwartz. He just roll in, and the Blues are completely changed behind the play.
Nice zone exit by Pietrangelo, very controlled. Send the puck the length of the ice without an icing. Get some fresh personnel.
Bumped off the wall by Johansson. Forward by Bouwmeester. Onside is Schwartz. Schwartz to the outside, defended well by Chara. Got some support for Tarasenko. Tarasenko to the line. Jay Bouwmeester flicks it in deep. Stopped by Chara. Takes a high hit from Shen. Both players go tumbling down. Boston able to clear to center ice. Flying on in is Charlie McAvoy. Leans in, curls in the corner to Johansson. Schwartz went down. Away from traffic is Johansson. Protects it at the top. Stabbed off his stick by the reach of Colton Parayko in the neutral zone. Will scoop it in. Best for Jake.
Outstanding work defensively, marking there by Colton Parayko. Didn't feel any time or space. Gapped up nicely. Used that reach as a goal.
Often sloppy in their own zone. That feeling out process you often see in the first few minutes of a game 7. Dunn toward the net off the top of the stick of Raz. Come back over to Vince Dunn. The left point. Tries a shot. Blocked at the top by Achari. Forced out the center by Joakim Nordstrom. And skating forward is Sean Corrali. Corrali double team. After blocked by Gunnarsson. Follow up by Nordstrom. Work down low to the corner. Corrali's pass is tipped out of the zone by Barbashev. And Matt Grizzly is back for Boston. His first game since game 2. Suffered the concussion on the hit from Oscar Sundqvist. Moore is in with a shot stop. Rebound is just swatted away. Noel Achari after that loose puck in front. The Blues survive, and they will be content with the icing call. 3 minutes and 44 seconds into the game.
David Perron has been better, Bears. You talked about that. Game 5 and 6. He's certainly elevated his game. And watch John Moore, number 27, puts it toward the net, going low pad, shooting to create. Binnington makes a save, but it's a nice effort by Oscar Sundqvist out of Sweden on the back check to really nullify what could have been a rebound opportunity.
There's Ivan Barbashev, who was back. He was suspended for game 6, so that fourth line, which has been so good, reunited for Craig Berube. Boston to face up in the offensive zone. Krug to the net, and it's stopped by Binnington, and he hangs on. A little extra shot from Patrice Bergeron. He was looking for a loose change, and the puck sticks to Jordan Binnington.
And this is why coaches are such sticklers for face-off. This is perfect face-off detail. Starting with Patrice Bergeron, one of the best in the business. But also, he wins a draw, rotates away from coverage, gets toward the net, and they generate a grade A scoring chance.
Another face-off win for the Bruins. Krug, high slot. Pasternak whips on the one-time attempt. And Perron floats it to the neutral zone. In pursuit is Zach Sanford. He gets sealed off along the boards by Krug, and it's backhanded off the stanchion by Bergeron. Taken by Perron. Perron tried to pass. Good ball from the top of the zone. Bruins in flight. Dumping with Pasternak. After the hit for Parayko. Pasternak steals it in the corner. Looking for a play. Trying to get it toward the goal. Off the corner glass on the deflection. Bergeron was overtaken. Sanford trying to clear. He couldn't. Knuckling puck. And now the Blues will take over.
That's a great point. Knuckling puck. That puck was on edge. Difficult to settle it down, but good job by the Blues, not panicking and staying with it there in their D zone.
Guess you just want a touch of the puck.
Yes.
The goaltenders and the skaters just get into this hockey game. Scramble play in the far corner. Sammy Blais emerges for St. Louis. They go low to high, and it's Pietrangelo. Point to point for Gunnarsson. Sends it down low wide with a purpose. Off the back wall, Pat Maroon is digging for possession. Krejci takes over for Boston and slides it up ahead for Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk, nice maneuver at center. To the right wing side, Kuhlman wanted to bump it back. Defended well by St. Louis and kept to the outside. Bozak will shovel it out. And St. Louis makes another change. Early shots 2-1 in favor of Boston. The first goal so important in Game 7s, especially in the Stanley Cup Final. Dumped out by the Bruins. Vince Dunn off the wall, but right to Charlie Coyle. 3 goals in the series. Shift in the direction of Dan McKinnon. Couldn't find it. Turned over. A shot toward the net. Stop made by Binnington on Johansson. Already some sloppiness on both sides, and Jordan Binnington with his third save.
Great save by Binnington, bailing out his teammate Colton Parayko.
Another chip and chase from the Bruins. Joel Edmondson. And now Alexander Steen, the veteran, longest tenure St. Louis Blue. They crunched on a check from Nordstrom. In the neutral zone, Sean Corrali, double team, couldn't find it. Now Jay Bouwmeester does. Off the stick of Steen. Sits in the neutral zone. They're a chaotic first 6 minutes. Joakim Nordstrom lays it into the corner. Back is the forward, Oscar Sundqvist. Another turnover. Chance right in front. Great block by Edmondson. Toward the net again. Back across, and Binnington sliding over in the crease. The puck continues to pinball around. Barbashev trying to clear, and he does just barely. Right back in, the Bruins not quite. Good poke check by Perron. From center circle, Perron spins it in. Furious pace here in the first period, as expected in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. This time it's a neutral zone turnover, 1 for each team. Finally chipped back to the Blues defense. Kicks around, just hopped over the stick of Bergeron, resetting his save. Goes to the center to the hard hit. Along the near boards, Bergeron. Laid it around Gunnarsson. Ryan O'Reilly up the wall. The intercept by Bergeron. Puts it down deep in the direction of Pastrnak. Wrestling up against Gunnarsson. Trickles over to Bergeron. Reese Bergeron on the corner for David Pastrnak. Pastrnak down low. Picked off by Pietrangelo off the glass. This will roll on edge all the way down, and will be an icing call. With 12:24 to go in the first period, we see nerves on both sides, I would think.
No question. Looks like they're playing with a tennis ball. Watch Cole break on this ill-advised backhand. Tough play selection. And then it gets off his skate, too. It's a deflection. Jordan Binnington, nice and aggressive, though. I'm really impressed by the fact that he's been aggressive with his positioning. Jordan Binnington, not dissimilar to what we saw from him in Game 5. With that positioning, outstanding save sequences there. Off some really difficult turnovers for the St. Louis Blues.
Binnington looking on to his right. Big face-off win for Boston. High, shot toward them by Krug. Is deflected by DeBrusk wide. So a couple of key draws won by the Bruins in the offensive zone here early on in this first period. And they continue to control. Krug tries a shot that's blocked by Maroon, and it will ricochet into the bench, out of play.
Nice hustle by Patrick Maroon to close that gap, but Jordan Binnington so far has been called upon to make some key saves, and he's responded nicely for the Blues.
1:08 to go, first period. What a pace, scoreless in Game 7.
David Krejci so poised with the puck, very skilled, a right-handed version, has some similarities to another great Czech player, and I think a future Hall of Famer that I played with the great Patrick Ilias with the New Jersey Devils. Slowing the game down, beautiful passer, great hockey IQ, and doesn't always have to play the speed game, but has a real smooth composure. I might add too, Bearsy won a Stanley Cup with this group in 2011, so wealth of Cup Final experience and also international experience as well.
Game 7 experience too. He was one of those 5 players in Vancouver in 2011 and 9 points in 10 career. Game 7 for David Krejci. This time it's a St. Louis face-off win. Lifted up by Parayko. Did it go out freely? It did.
That's indicated it did.
Delay of game penalty.
It's a tough bounce for the St. Louis Blues. Parayko's been so good throughout the playoffs. He was on the wrong side of a play earlier, and he's got all types of time. There's no pressure. He gets this one off the toe. You can tell by his reaction on his face. He gets this one off the toe of the blade. Look, he has it on his heel, and it goes from heel to toe, and he's just trying to really just kiss that off the glass. Just trying to kiss it off the glass in hopes of clearing the zone, but to no avail in this Boston power play once again.
They win the draw. Krug to the net. It's blocked by Bouwmeester. Covered down low by Johansson. Trying to swat it out as Steve. Kept in zone by Krug. Again, bouncing around crazily here in his first period. And now resetting is Torrey Krug. The Bruins on the power play in the series 7 for 23. They were 1 for 4 in game 6. Scored on that 5-on-3 power play opportunity. Pastrnak and shake pass. Pietrangelo was able to clear. Pass the stick of Krug all the way down.
Nice help defense there by Pietrangelo.
1:27 to go in the delay of game penalty to Colton Parayko. History repeating itself. Saw a couple of those puck over glass delay of game penalties in game 6. Pastrnak over the line with Bergeron. To the net. Looking for the tip with Johansson. Brad Marchand, stutter step move, slides it across. Krug for Bergeron into the circle. Holding. Good pass across. The shot is stopped by Binnington.
What a save.
An incredible save. Binnington deep in the crease. And he finds it somehow.
This is what makes Boston power play so lethal. Their ability to change the point of attack. There's a first shot, and that's a shot pass for a tip. You see David Pastrnak Marcus Johansson just missing that one. Now watch on the ensuing play. Bergeron's cell shot goes past. Look at the extension of Jordan Binnington. He's in a full split and makes a save with no rebound.
Incredible save on Brad Marchand. Edmondson defending behind the goal, wrapping up Marcus Johansson. Johansson swiped it along. At the top is Torrey Krug. Off the boards from Marchand on the near side now. Worked across. Krug a drive, and that was blocked by Gunnarsson. Kept in by Krug. Marchand in front. Top to the net by Bergeron. Was stopped by Binnington again. Big scramble right in front. They dig for it. Binnington down, looking on. Up high, Marchand to Krug. Krug inching in, swings it across. Pastrnak whiffs on the one-timer. Edmondson on the reverse, around, and kept in by Krug again. Torrey Krug this time misses the pass from Johansson and back to center ice. 16 seconds to go. And the penalty to Colton Parayko. Floated down in deep. Krejci to the net. Binnington makes the save. Is he locked in early or what? David Krejci can't believe it.
Neither can Torrey Krug, because Torrey Krug looks all world on the point. What an option. Look at how he has a presence of mind as he spins around on his backhand to make that keep. Change the point of attack once again for the Boston Bruins. Now it's everybody battling for the St. Louis Blues, trying to recover this puck. How about this play? Strong take by David Krejci. Jordan Binnington standing his ground in the blue paint. Outstanding save.
Still 8 nervous seconds for Colton Parayko in that penalty box. Big face-off win for St. Louis and turned over. Krejci slides it back to McAvoy. McAvoy peels back, watched by Steve. McAvoy rink wide. Carson Kuhlman there to the net right through the crease. And a lively bounce all the way back to center. The Parayko penalty has been killed by St. Louis.
Listen, if you're on that bench right now for St. Louis, you're saying, guys, no more penalties, because this Boston power play is absolutely outstanding. And up for Jordan Binnington. It's a good story here in the early going.
The shot 6-1 in favor of Boston. Aiden Schwartz snaps it off the wall. Carlo defending for Boston. Sean Corrali trying to chip it out. This puck goes up and it looked like it went into the bench area, which is not a delay of game penalty. And that is the case. The faceoff will stay in the Bruins zone. Game 7 so far as advertised. Some nervous moments, a big penalty kill, and spectacular goaltending from that guy. Jordan Binnington scores.
Jordan Binnington is absolutely locked in so far. Keep in mind, he just played up the highway 45 minutes from here for the Bruins AHL affiliate last year for the Providence Bruins. Almost a home game for him here, and he was sensational here in Boston in Game 5. And so far, he's been locked in here, more importantly, in Game 7. Outstanding so far. Told Craig Berube told me earlier this season when he was recalled, he went to him, he said, "Coach, I'm ready." Craig Berube said, "Binner, just wait your turn, it'll come." Well, the rest is history.
5 years in the minors, over 200 games in minor league hockey. An opportunity to win the Stanley Cup as a rookie here in Game 7 tonight. It's done. Backtracking, leading it to David Perron, puts it up to his blade. Edmondson off the boards, not quite hard enough. Finding it is Sanford. Takes it off the boards to center ice. Another play again in the neutral zone. Settled down by Ryan O'Reilly. Joel Edmondson back in the lineup. Scratched the last 2 games. Robert Bortuzzo has scratched tonight here in Game 7. Sean Corrali chips it toward the middle. In pursuit is Joel Achari. Fourth line is on for Boston. Achari gets checked by Edmondson. Zach Sanford helping out the defense. Two defensemen, Edmondson and Dunn, the third pair for St. Louis. Torrey Krug. Good. Now it's Corrali. Stick handles over the line, try to pass for Krug. That was disrupted by Sanford. This puck right in the slot. Stick right in front, back to the Binnington! Again! He robs Johansson. Heinen for Johansson through his legs. Back to the top for Krug. Down low looking for a bounce off the back of the cage, Corrali. Corrali one hand on the stick. Gonna buy some time off the skate. Again loose the hash marks. Heinen couldn't recover it, and the Blues survive another one. Cut off by Shen at center ice. Nice maneuver over the blue line by Brayden Shen. Shen smothered along the boards. Picked off by Charlie Coyle. Coyle with a quick up for Johansson. He's at the end of his shift. Double team, waiting for some help. Gets it in the form of Danton Heinen, but the Blues are able to clear yet again. Won't be icing here. Both teams making changes. The shot 7-1 in favor of Boston. Fire back to center ice. Blues in position for a breakout, but an errant pass out of the reach of Sundqvist, and St. Louis again is guilty of icing.
That's exactly it. Guilty of icing, and you can only afford the Boston Bruins so many opportunities before it ends up costing you. How about this one? 3 St. Louis Blues, 3 of them. Nobody takes the body. Credit to Boston. They recognize that. They slice through it. Marcus Johansson. How about the save by Jordan Binnington? Down, does a great job covering the low part of the net, and robbed Johansson what very well could have been a sure goal there. As Johansson looks on with some frustration, but good power move by him going through the middle.
Of course, Binnington has done this before. 7-2 in this postseason following a loss. 1.86 goals against average in those games. Comes out to Petrangelo. Chips it down into the corner. David Pasternak turned it over. Petrangelo still in deep. Along the boards, recovered by Patrice Bergeron. He scored 2 goals 2011 in Vancouver. Has been trapped Marchand after this loose puck. But it's taken by Petrangelo. Out to center ice. Heavy collision. Barbashev and Marchand. Sent down to the corner by Carson Kuhlman. Kuhlman, his second game of the series. Bouwmeester wraps it around the board. Quickly checked his Maroon. Bouwmeester with some time, flings it out the center. Settled down by Barbashev, moved across for Maroon. Maroon makes the play between his legs, but gets stifled right there. Rise it Eno Chara. Charlie McAvoy is out the center. Goes to Chara. He will wrist it in hard around the boards. Flying in is Jake DeBrusk. Overskated the puck. And now it's Sammy Blais with time and space. Blais high up in the atmosphere. Caught by Krug. Fired to center. Tracy was checked by Bozak. Jake DeBrusk is stood up by Vince Dunn. Blues again. Aerial route through center ice. 6:15 to go in the first. We are scoreless. Jordan Binnington has been a story early on. 7 saves. Vince Dunn angles a pass across. Unable to take the bouncing puck was David Perron wrestling up against Torrey Krug. In to help out is Roland Zari. To keep in by Vince Dunn. Dunn taps it across. Gunnarsson to the net, but off the skate. And now trying to back off and retrieve the puck is Gunnarsson in center ice, but it's stolen by Corrali. Corrali's pass through the legs of Nordstrom. Petrangelo. Sending it corner to corner. Carl Gunnarsson. He gets hammered along the near side by Nordstrom. And now O'Reilly will be able to scoop it in for St. Louis and go to the bench for a change. Charlie McAvoy, the outlet pass. It's accepted by Danton Heinen. Sidesteps a hit. After the puck is Brayden Shen. He's racked up by Coyle. Puck is picked off by Jay Bouwmeester. And now Schwartz off the skate of Tarasenko. Foot race for it. Getting back is Krug. That's an icing call against St. Louis. Krug upended. Face-off will come back into the blue zone.
Nice hustle there by Vladimir Tarasenko to nullify that physicality between Barbashev and Marchand. His balance by Marchand to regain his feet, and Patrick Maroon stood up. That's defending 101. That's the way you want to defend. Be right in the center chest if you're a defenseman of that opposing forward. How about the hit? Man, Nordstrom on Gunnarsson, they're going to be talking about that one back in Sweden, I'm sure. 2 Swedish natives and Tarasenko with a little bit of a shove. Trying in an effort to nullify that icing, but to no avail.
Off this face-off. Another offensive zone face-off win for Boston, but a good stick at the top of the zone by Jason Schwartz. Trying to get to the puck before McAvoy does. Was swatted over the corner. Dumped on by Krug, who clears the center. Jay Bouwmeester flips it in to Rask. Had to punch pushes that one puck away very early in the hockey game. That's not it as far as the action that Rask is facing in this first period. Nice and tilted. And Jordan Binnington has been very busy. A lot of high-quality scoring chances for Boston. Jay Bouwmeester tips it ahead for Alexander Steen. He got locked on a check from Brandon Carlo. Ivan Barbashev, Oscar Sundqvist, and Steen working hard. Steen going to the bench as the Blues are trying to complete the change. Jake DeBrusk trying to go inside out. Colt Parayko, that doesn't work. Now it's Boston changing and regrouping is Matt Grizzly. Couple of quick passes, Boston right back in. Krejci the dropper. DeBrusk looking for it. Dunn couldn't get it out. Moore's got a chance. Fires off the body. Never got through to Binnington. Bozak lifts it up in the air where it's caught by Maroon at the line. Maroon advances the puck. John Moore is back. Fifth consecutive game. Pat Maroon caused some problems for the Bruins breakout. Corrali wraps it around and it's chopped out by Nordstrom. Won't be far enough for icing. Racing back is Vince Dunn for St. Louis. Dunn with a hard pass to center. Maroon the chip across. Open ice for Pietrangelo. Flings it wide of Rask. Maroon is hammered. Deep in by Bouwmeester. Puck skips wide of Rask again. Behind the goal, Torrey Krug. Gets away from Maroon, but not O'Reilly. O'Reilly took him down. Ryan O'Reilly working hard. Loose puck along near boards. Sammy Blais, big body check. Forced the turnover. Blais to the net. The save made by Rask. Blais again. Taps it up high for Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo waits for traffic. Slides it across to Bouwmeester. He fires. Score! Tipped in the slot. Ryan O'Reilly. And with 3:13 to go in the first period, it's the Blues who strike first in Game 7.
I was going to mention it was close to 15 minutes that Tuukka Rask had not faced a shot, as Jordan Binnington counted upon to make a lot of key saves, but the Blues tried that short angle shot courtesy of Blais. Now watch Ryan O'Reilly on the bottom right of your screen. He started out behind the net. Watch him in the middle of the screen on Carlo. I mean, this is a great effort by Ryan O'Reilly. Look at Jay Bouwmeester's eyes. He was waiting for O'Reilly to get back to that high slot. He shoots it in a place for a tip. Ryan O'Reilly, the former area honor in the OHL, on the board once again with the deflection. Over 16 minutes between shots, and then the first one you face is a deflection. Very, very difficult one there for Tuukka Rask, but St. Louis Blues with this critical, mission critical first goal on the road as a visiting team here in Game 7.
His fifth goal in the last 4 games. Looking for more here. Puck goes wide. It's recovered behind the net by Brayden Schenn. Schenn and Schwartz on the attack here for the Blues. Schwartz had it but lost it. Spun out only as far as center. And now chopped in. The building quiet all of a sudden. Everybody talked about the start and that first goal. Stanley Cup Final Game 7 history. Team scoring first, 11-5.
You gotta like the favor of those numbers when you're on the right side of those numbers.
Off the stick, up Danton Heinen, puck stays in play. Oscar Sundqvist couldn't grab it, Heinen does. It's squeezed off along the boards, still able to advance behind the goal to reverse Joel Edmondson, and now Alex Pietrangelo. Lost control, Danton Heinen. Skating on in is Charlie Coyle, sharp angle backhander, and it's sealed off by Binnington. He tries to find it, now he does. And getting slammed down was Johansson, and he is still down. Couple little shoves after the whistle, but now the concern is for Marcus Johansson, who's down on all fours.
This is real tough news for Boston. They got to hope that he's okay for a multitude of reasons. Him and Charlie Coyle, another good shift. That second line has been excellent. You can hear the fans. They're showing the replay ahead here on the Jumbotron, but nice to see Marcus Johansson as we root for the health and safety of the players. He's back on his feet.
2 minutes even to go in the first period of Game 7. Ryan O'Reilly was 8th of the playoffs. The Blues a 1-0 lead.
Ryan O'Reilly continues his incredible run here in the Stanley Cup playoffs and through the Stanley Cup Finals, establishing a franchise record as well for most points in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the St. Louis Blues.
Face-off, Krug is denied by the glove of Jordan Binnington. Ryan O'Reilly, the first player since Wayne Gretzky in 1985 to score goals in 4 consecutive games in the Stanley Cup Finals. Is that pretty good, Mersey? I would say so. Making
Right?
some history.
Exactly, alongside the great one. Come on.
5th goal of the series.
You're right.
When you look at most valuable players, are they ever evidence for St. Louis Blues in this first period? O'Reilly and Binnington, the two front runners for the Conn Smythe Trophy if the Blues were able to win the Stanley Cup tonight. Brandon Carlo, pressure from Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly, Bozak, and Perron out here. Comes Jake DeBrusk picking up speed through center ice. Trying to get the puck to relax. Cross toward the net, gets deflected, back across it comes. Krejci, then DeBrusk, and getting to the post was Binnington. Work back up high for McAvoy. Now Krejci. Krejci shadowed by Vince Dunn. Interchange with Chara. Skips one into some traffic. Backhand try was stopped by Binnington. And a chance for DeBrusk.
Blocker saved by Jordan Binnington. Point blank, I might add. One thing I've noticed so far is a trend here in this first period, Game 7. Boston is able to exploit St. Louis through the middle of the ice. There's one opportunity. Now the power wrap, nice save. Going to come through the middle once again. Just too many opportunities right now if you're the Blues. And I credit Boston because they've noticed that. And they've done a real good job here in the first period of generating and challenging the defense of the Blues through the middle.
On the face-off, Bergeron to be tossed out. Tyler Bozak the next thing, the series 59.2%. Same thing with Bergeron. Bozak the winner this time against Marchand. Another turnover. Marchand tapped it back to the top for McAvoy. McAvoy off the back glass. On Carroll on the stanchion. Nobody home in front, black and gold. Shoveled out by Tyler Bozak. 52 seconds ago, first period. Ryan O'Reilly the goal scored. It moves a 1-0 lead. Parayko defending, turned over though, and Pasternak, a little bit of an opening, takes the shot, that gets blocked, reflects over to the near side. Jumped on by Marchand. Marchand slides it across, back over Marchand, tip try by Bergeron, and Binnington was there again. Bergeron for Marchand, holding and shooting, and it's blocked by Parayko. Again, Blues can't get it out. From the corner, Bergeron, checked hard by Tarasenko, 20 seconds to go in the period. Pasternak throws it right up the middle. The only player there at the top of the zone now is Jaden Schwartz. Settles it down, banks it off the puts to himself. Schwartz, good dropper, another chance for St. Louis, backhander score! Alex Pietrangelo with 7.9 to go in the first period. And the Blues have a 2-0 lead.
These late goals can be so deflating for a team, especially when they're at home, and provide such confidence. But watch Brad Marchand for the opposing team. Marchand realizes he's a D-man now because of that change. So he gets a piece, he says, okay, you come now. And on comes Charlie Coyle. Here it is from what Tuukka Rask was seeing. Now watch, there's that little interchange. Nice bump back by Jaden Schwartz. And this is a power move by Alex Pietrangelo. Look at the anticipation though by Pietrangelo. Beautiful play by Jaden Schwartz. 2-0 here in the first period in Game 7 for the St. Louis Blues.
Sundqvist gets hammered right, the buzzer by Torrey Krug, and this crowd is stunned. What a first period. Alex Pietrangelo, a goal and an assist. And as nice as that goal was, and the tip from Ryan O'Reilly, the story of the first period is Jordan Binnington at the 12 saves. How many were of spectacular variety?
At least 7. And by the way, the St. Louis Blues, I don't know if this will be on the NHL official stats, they gave the puck away, by my estimation, at least 5 or 6 times. Point blank control the puck was where they had full control and just made a wrong play choice that ended up on the sticks of the Boston Bruins. And we know the Bruins are the more potent offensive team. We know they have more skill through their lineup. But as you exhale, so too are some of the St. Louis Blues, because Jordan Binnington was absolutely spectacular.
2-0 St. Louis after 20. Let's go downstairs. EJ Radic with Ivan Barbashev.
Couldn't have drawn much better in terms of the result. 2-0 after 1.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it was a little bit tough period. Just a little bit tough start. But I think Binnington did a really good job. He had a really good period. But we got to do better.
You've got to be thrilled to be back out there tonight, right?
Yeah, really excited. Like it hurts when you miss the game, especially Game 6, when you have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. But to the impact, so I'm really excited.
All right, you got the 2-goal lead. What do you have to do better in the next 40 minutes?
We don't have to get too excited. We got to keep calm and just keep playing hard. We did a really good job defensively, so we got to keep doing this and hopefully get some ozone.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone, to our coverage of the 2019 Stanley Cup Final for TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. One period complete. The Blues with a stunning 2-0 lead against the Bruins here in Game 7 of this best-of-7 series. The shots tell the story, especially how the period went territorially. The Bruins with 12, the Blues with just 4, but it's St. Louis, the team that has the multi-goal lead. The story was Jordan Binnington. He made 12 saves, including having to kill off a penalty for a delay of game to Colton Parayko at 7:57. Bruins dominated in faceoffs, 61% of the draws they won. And how about the shot blocks? 9 for St. Louis. They were led by Colton Parayko, who has been doing it all throughout the postseason. He had 3 by himself in that first period. Near the goals, Ryan O'Reilly on a deflection, his 8th of the Stanley Cup playoffs from Jay Bouwmeester and Alex Pietrangelo. For O'Reilly, goals in 4 consecutive games. First player since Wayne Gretzky in 1985 to score in 4 straight games of a Stanley Cup final. Alex Pietrangelo getting a 2nd point on a beautiful backhand shot with just under 8 seconds remaining in the first. Jaden Schwartz gets the lone assist, and it's 2-0 St. Louis. Weeksy, let's take a look back at the highlights, the ovation, the atmosphere. Place going crazy here, TD Garden in Boston. And the story of the first period was goaltender Jordan Binnington.
Sensational, absolutely incredible. Jordan Binnington, his reads, his timing, a lot of the quality of saves and the difficulty of the degree of some of those saves in which he had to make. Colton Parayko with that aforementioned delay game penalty by clearing the puck over the glass. You could tell his frustration. How about this extension? Jordan Binnington, old school split save on the goal line, seeing pucks through traffic. Beautiful feed, strong power move by David Krejci. Look at Krejci's reaction. Binnington there. You know, Ben Waller, the goalie coach for the New York Rangers, he's done such a great job with Hall of Famer Henrik Lundqvist. Always said you got to be the answer in net. You need to be the answer. And Binnington certainly was that. And Ryan O'Reilly with this deflection from the up in the high hash marks, but nice shot pass by Jay Bouwmeester. Excellent deflection there by O'Reilly.
Ryan O'Reilly opening the scoring. For Jordan Binnington. That was an underrated save there on Jake DeBrusk with the backhander. And then in the final seconds of the period, Alex Pietrangelo beating Tuukka Rask on the backhand. Only the 4th shot of the game for the Blues, and they have 2 goals. And as we heard from Ivan Barbashev with E.J. Radek at the end of that first period, really wasn't a great period for St. Louis. There was sloppiness, there were turnovers, but they're the team that's up 2-0. It's a funny game sometimes.
It certainly is, Mearsy. As we got the stats from the league, I'm shocked that the official stats only show St. Louis giving the puck away 2 times. I had it at 5, and I'm sure that 5 was very conservative. But nonetheless, on the official game stats, it shows only 2. But one thing we should really hone in on here in the second period is the fact that St. Louis Blues, they're only 39%. They've only won 39% of the faceoffs. I mean, that's a big part of why Boston had the lion's share of offensive opportunities.
Underway here in the second period. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Charlie Coyle starting it off, trying a centering pass that gets blocked. Waiting for it is Alexander Steen. Again, the 4th line starts the period for St. Louis. And that's defenseman Jay Bouwmeester. Barbashev with a redirection out the center. It's Zdeno Chara will ship it right back in. Barbashev for Parayko. Try the stretch pass. Alexander Steen gets past Chara, but couldn't get past McAvoy. He takes the puck now. Charlie McAvoy, 21-year-old defenseman, bumps it off the boards. Johansson tried the self-pass, didn't quite work, and racing up ahead is Vladimir Tarasenko, holding and shooting, and it's blocked by the stick of Chara and out of play.
Split second sooner. Tarasenko gets that shot off cleanly. He waited a little bit and underestimated the reach of Zdeno Chara and his ability to contest that shot, and consequently deflected up and into the netting. But right instincts there by Vladimir Tarasenko, coming down his off wing as a lefty coming down the right side.
Tarasenko's got 3 goals in the series, did not practice yesterday, so he, among several players this time of year, dealing with some type of an injury. So it's a couple of maintenance days that he's had recently. Same thing with Tyler Bozak for St. Louis. Did not skate yesterday. Remember, he was hit by a Colton Parayko shot painfully in Game 6. Torrey Krug taps it back to Brandon Carlo. Brad Marchand will slide it in the direction of Torrey Krug. He will take his time. He's leading scorer for the Bruins in this series. The top scoring defenseman in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Go for the chip and chase. Pasternak to the front, but it goes by everybody. Stepping up now is John Moore. Moore to the outside, gonna feed it in front, gets it right back, and now looking for a play again. Spins it into the crease off the stick of Pasternak. and find the goal. David Pastrnak indirectly for Moore. Moore waiting for a lane, takes his shot, trickles into the slot, right back up by Grizzlick's shot gets blocked. And Paul Gunnarsson will take over for St. Louis. Gunnarsson slides it to his left. Pietrangelo rattles it in. Sanford is checked hard by Moore. Carson Kuhlman, number 83, will just lay it into the blue zone. Back defensively is Vince Dunn off the glass. Good keep at the top, momentarily by McAvoy, bouncing puck to Chard, who spots it in the blue zone. David Perron, battle up against David Krejci. Perron wins that battle, just tucks it in, goes to the bench for a change. Smoothly skipping back to Charlie McAvoy. Tape-to-tape pass for Sean Corrali. Corrali is in. To the outside on Parayko, a little chip to the net, and that's coolly gloved down by Jordan Binnington.
That's a nice play. Nice play there by Corrali. Nothing better, more towards the net. See if Jordan Binnington coughs it up. If not, worst case scenario, as Binnington makes a save, you get an offensive zone face-off opportunity. And for the Boston Bruins, they've dominated the face-off so far. They've come out and had a fairly good start to this period. Now they get an opportunity to get that second line on between Coyle, Johansson, and Heinen. The line's been really, really good. Love the chemistry. Two of the best trade deadline acquisitions of Coyle and Johansson.
St. Louis a face-off win for Pietrangelo. Now Barbashev with the redirection out to center ice. Stabbed off the stick of McAvoy. Quick up to Barbashev. The backhand centering pass is read nicely by McAvoy. Around Steen, and the puck grabbed by Coyle. Coyle defeated by Sundqvist. Fired all the way across. Dan Heinen couldn't take it cleanly. And now shoveled right back in by Ivan Barbashev. McAvoy leaves it for Grizzly. Marcus Johansson winding up for Boston. Up the neutral zone, scoops it in, goes in after himself, gets there ahead of Bouwmeester. Johansson with a pass. Heinen shovels it down to the corner for Coyle. Coyle looking, drops it off to the right side for Brandon Carlo. Carlo behind the net for Heinen, a centering pass. Getting his stick lifted in front with Johansson. The keep it by Bergeron. Flicks it in deep and relieves the stick of Johansson. And the backhanded out now is Tarasenko. Battle continues. Second try, third try for Tarasenko. Turned over. Johansson has a look. Couldn't get a clean shot off. And it's out of the reach of Carlo and back to center ice. He'll spin it right back over the blue line. And the Bruins are offside. They'll have to tag up. And both teams are looking for some changes here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the second period. Bouncing puck wide of Tuukka Rask. Brandon Carlo couldn't grab it cleanly. Gets it back off the stick of O'Reilly. And here come the Bruins with David Pastrnak. Pastrnak gliding on in between his skates. Backhand try is fought off by Binnington.
Excellent move by Pastrnak. Really nice move. Isolating the D one-on-one. And when you have the ability to make something out of nothing, that's what makes players elite. Watch David Pastrnak as he's coming through. Look at him. Cell shot. Freezes Pietrangelo, an elite defenseman. Takes it strong and gets an opportunity. Jordan Binnington doing a nice job of sealing that short side post, but more importantly, making that save and corralling it with no rebound.
Shots 15-4 in favor of Boston. Blues still looking for the first shot on goal here in the second period. And it's St. Louis, the team with a 2-0 lead. Ryan O'Reilly softly off the wall to Sanford. Sanford couldn't make a play. Goes all the way across for Kuhlman, bouncing puck. The Blues emerge with possession, and Paul Gunnarsson. Now Sanford, nice play, skate to stick. And just tucks it in. Back defensively is Torrey Krug. Quickly double team. Loose puck now in the near corner. DeBrusk winds it back to the top. He's in by Pietrangelo. By Sanford. Sanford has been excellent here. He's being inserted in the lineup. 3 points in the series. Jake DeBrusk stumbles, skates over the blue line. Maroon helping out the defense for St. Louis. Trickles off the wall. And skated forward by Colton Parayko. 6'6" defenseman. Parayko on the chip. John Moore will take over for the Bruins. 5 minutes into the second period. St. Louis looking for the first shot of the period. They get it right here from Sammy Blais, and Rask able to find it.
There's a little premonition for you as you just kind of foreshadowed.